Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Epni Al-Lovea Lahikta. So in this video, I'm going to explain separately concept in pragmatics and discourse studies based on our course syllabus. So the topic include language as a form of action and speech acts, thought in interaction, politeness and face work, and discourse and social identity. Based on this perspective, Austin introduced the concept of speech acts. According to George Yale, in his book Pragmatics, published in 1996, speech act is defined as an action performed via utterance. In other words, every utterance can function as an action. Austin, in How to Do Things with Words, published in 1962, it defines speech acts into three types. First, locutionary act, which refers to the act of producing a meaningful and grammatically correct utterance. For example, I will come tomorrow. Second, illocutionary act, which refers to the speaker's intention behind the utterance, such as promising, ordering, or threatening. And third, perturbation act, which refers to the effect of the utterance on the hearer, such as making the hearer believe and indirect in speech acts. The distinction between direct and indirect speech act was further developed by John R. Searle. In his work Indirect Speech Acts, published in 1975, Searle explained that a direct speech act occurs when the grammatical form of an utterance matches its communicative function. For example, close the door, a command. An indirect speech act occurs when the form of the utterance does not directly express its instead function. For example, it's cold in here, which function as a request to close the door. Discuss about thought-in interaction or conversation analysis. Thought-in interaction, the concept of thought-in interaction five language as a form of social activity that occurs in real-life communication. According to Ian Hutchby and Robin Wolfitt, in their book Conversation Analysis, published in 2008, everyday conversation follows systematic patterns and structure. Speaking and translation reference plays. One important concept in conversation analysis is turn taking. Harvey Sachs, Emmanuel Sachs, and Jill Jefferson, in their study published in 1974, introduced the concept of transition relevance place, or TRP. TRP refers to the point of a conversation where a change of speaker can naturally occur. Repair and overlap. Conversation analysis also explains repair, which refers to how speakers fix problem in speaking or understanding, and overlap, which occurs when two speakers talk at the same time. These concepts are discussed by Sconclo, Jefferson, and Sachs in 1977. Next, politeness and face word. The concept of face in their book Politeness, Some Universal in Language Use, published in 1987, Penelope Brown and Stephen Levinson introduced the concept of face. They discern between positive face, which is the desire to be appreciated, and negative face, which is the desire not to impose upon. Strategies to reduce face threats, Brown and Levinson in 1987 proposed for politeness strategies. First, bold on record. Second, positive politeness. Third, negative politeness. And fourth, off record. Brown and Levinson, 1987, page 69 to 70. Okay, next for discourse and social identity. In discourse studies, social identity is not fixed but is constructed and negotiated through language. This idea is explained by Mary Burgess and Kyra Hall in their work published in 2005. Can concepts, several linguistic features contribute to the construction of social identity, including identity and stance, style, which refers to language choice, code switching or switching between language, membership, categorizing analysis introduced by Harvey Sachs and introduction 1992, and this concept are also discussed by Penelope Ixker in 2008. So to conclude, these theories show the language is not only a system of communication but also a powerful tool of social action, interaction, and identity construction. That all the topic includes language as a form of action and speech acts, thought in interaction, politeness and face work, and discourse and social identity. All explanation is in this video are based on well-established linguistic theories from recognized scholars. So, wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.